Yu-Gi-Oh is in a very weird place right now, and I think that that statement could be said honestly since like 2008. Over time, the card game that captured the hearts of many children across the world has slowly turned into this complex environment of massive combos, long card text that's hard to follow and hard to read, and gameplay that does not feel inviting or enticing to a lot of card game players or game players in general. This has been exacerbated by Konami not really giving any in for people. There's not good tutorials really anywhere on how to get into modern Yu-Gi-Oh! I feel like a lot of fans have had to do that themselves. We haven't had a starter deck, like a true starter deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! Since 2018, I want to say. It's been a long time. Some beginner decks that have been made recently are only in Asian territories, have not been made worldwide. But recently, we did get these, the Legendary Modern Decks 2026, and this product is actually very good. Of the images you're seeing on screen here, there is Mitsurugi, X-Saber, and Sky Striker. X-Saber is kind of like a non-thing. That's not really what makes this product important. Sky Striker has been an on and off playable deck in meta since its release in, I think, 2018. And Mitsurugi is a deck that came out last year that is splashed in just about every deck you can imagine under the sun in competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. Getting a product that gives you 3x copies of a lot of staples that are used modern day and some deck cores that you can easily put together. We have seen people topping events with this deck. And this is not the only change. In recent years, the Rarity Collection, Japan had this sort of set a while ago. Basically, they're reprints of very powerful and strong cards that have been used across Yu-Gi-Oh's lifetime. It's varying. Not every card in these sets are super duper important, but we're about to get Rarity Collection 5. These have been a really big hit with players. It's nice to get all these shiny cards that are actually usable in your decks and at affordable prices. The amount of reprints that they get means that people are really getting into it. These changes, plus Master Duel's relative accessibility, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has had an uptick in that front. Master Duel's kind of been on the decline because Konami's not very good at keeping things interesting and engaging. They'll release something good, but they don't maintain it very well. They've also been doing a lot of these animations of monsters from the game and card arts and all that representation, and it's been really cool. Unfortunately, they don't tell the stories in the most engaging and enticing way like a full true anime should be. They really should be putting a little more effort into the crossover to getting general anime fans into it. I don't feel like they've really struck that, but a step in the right direction for sure. Lots of little choices that are kind of adding up over time. We also have seen the recent implementation of overframes. Overframe cards, they're trying to switch things up. It's strange seeing Yu-Gi-Oh! Take so long to implement this sort of change to make people more interested in collecting the cards. They really have to overhaul the way they build sets to make it more enticing to more people. Rarity Collection has proven what happens when you do that. You make a product that's exciting for people and they will show up for it, they will buy it. The problem is that a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, they're not like other card games. Pokemon people will buy product above MSRP. They do not care if they're getting a good deal. They want the experience of opening cards and packs. Yu-Gi-Oh's not. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is very player focused. Players don't want to spend more money than they have to. The experience of opening Yu-Gi-Oh! Product is so dime a dozen that product is not very expensive. It will sell below MSRP very easily because no one cares about buying. It's a very night and day situation. So Konami's trying to do things to get people to care more. I personally care about this issue a lot because I'm someone who has wanted to play Yu-Gi-Oh! More frequently in like proper environments and events and real life scenarios, but I just haven't been enticed to because I don't want to spend money on, you know, competitive cards that are going to be reprinted and sold for much cheaper shortly after. It feels like a waste of time if I'm not really getting my money out of the experience of going into a real place. Konami has been trying to get people to get into the game in other ways. Genesis format is a new way to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you have a points list, you can't use the newer card types, and domain format is an alt format of many alt formats that exist, sort of like Commander format and Magic the Gathering. These are supposed to be like ways to breathe fresh life into Yu-Gi-Oh! Cool. These exist. What realistically is happening right now? The player base in Yu-Gi-Oh! They kind of have Stockholm Syndrome a little bit, me included. The game is really, really fun. The card art is so unique. Stories it tells between the cards are really fun to like connect the dots in. The gameplay is very high octane and satisfying in a way that I don't think any other card game replicates. There are problems with Yu-Gi-Oh! I won't pretend there aren't. As it stands, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is in a very weird spot. There are some things that we can do to immediately improve the situation. First, make better starter products and tutorials. Genesis is a good step, there needs to be like a friggin' baby format. Time Wizard, the retro format that they have canceled for, I guess because they don't think they can make money off it, but it was a good intro format for people in some ways. Genesis, they're trying to sell as the new Time Wizard, and I think that's misleading. It doesn't play like Time Wizard. It's not easier to get into than Time Wizard at all, but they do need a limited environment for people to get into. Duel Links was that. It isn't anymore. It's just another complicated format. They need to make better starting and onboarding products that established players can also buy and enjoy. They need to be making Master Duel more accessible to people beyond just the main people. The animations that they're doing need to actually be like proper anime that a person can be excited for to follow, even if they don't play the Yu-Gi-Oh card game. We see good steps in these directions. I just think that these changes are doable in a way that if they really put their effort behind it and they advertised it well enough, it could work. That's basically what I have for modern Yu-Gi-Oh. The answer is play how you want. If you're an experienced player, you got to find ways that you are truly enjoying the game to then showcase to your friends. People do cubes, progression series on their own. There are lots of ways to enjoy it, which it's up to the community to kind of make them while Konami figures out what they're doing. But it really, in honesty, it's been like 10 years. It's kind of upsetting that it's taken them so long to figure out a direction. It feels like they've kind of been all over the place.